Oh, we're live back in the blue room. This your boy Trayvon. How y'all been? Well, I'm in the blue room, but this show is called The Black Side of Wrestling. Hope y'all had a good week. I ain't had the best week, but I made it through. So let's get into it. It's just gonna be a quick wrap up of what happened tonight. Uh, Pretty good stuff on SmackDown tonight, I have to say. Uh, Started off with Roman Reigns with a stare down with Brock Lesnar tonight. Uh, Good stuff on both sides. The Paul Heyman situation, this has always captivated me. Which side is Paul Heyman on it? You thought Monday he was definitely on Brock Lesnar's side. He's definitely the advocate for Brock Lesnar, but we don't know now. Just the fact that he was taken up for Roman when Brock was saying inflammatory things about Roman Reigns. Then he started taking up for Roman Reigns. Like, how could you not, I worshipped you. I was the council. I was a part of the tribal chief. How could you do this to me? So a lot of good stuff out of that. Roman ended the segment with the Superman punch on Brock's sneak attack. But Roman didn't have an opponent for Royal Rumble, and that was kind of the narrative in the second half of the show. Who's going to be facing Roman Reigns? Because Roman Reigns just flat out said, "No, I'm not fighting you for my belt. This is my show, my rules. What do you think this is?" Which I agree with Roman. It's his show. What are we doing here? Secondly, Sami Zayn. He gets beat by Rick Boogs. I think this is Sami Zayn's consecutive loss, even though he is the next in line for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know, at Royal Rumble. I don't see how that's a thing. But Johnny Knoxville, just because he threw Sami over the top rope, he is now not only get to promote his movie more, but he is now to qualify for the Royal Rumble match itself. Some exciting stuff. King Woods with the hand of the king, Kofi Kingston, cut a pretty good promo on tonight's episode. Wow, maybe I didn't pay the light bill here. I don't know. We'll get to that later. Charlotte Flair, she announces the lineup for the Royal Rumble, which, if you look at it, with all the diversity issues going on with AEW, doesn't seem like the WWE's women's division is pretty diverse with all the names that they show for the Royal Rumble match. So that was a thing. So I don't know. Just when Naomi's the only really your minority chick, maybe Tamina, if you want to throw her in there, you might have a problem with your division. So we'll see how that shakes out. Pretty good back and forth match when Naomi, she called out Charlotte Flair. They had a back and forth. Like I said, I haven't watched SmackDown in a while either. I'm not sure what the deal is between Naomi and Sonya Deville. Why is Sonya Deville still the not general manager? I don't know what that whole thing is about. But why she kept on messing with her, she had Charlotte beat by count out. Sonya Deville came out and said, nah, son. This is a no count out. Then finally said, yeah, and then anything goes. Then finally said, yeah, the only way you can win is by pinfall or submission. So Naomi had a disadvantage. Like I said, Naomi is probably one of my favorite wrestlers. She's very athletic, very talented. I'm not sure why she hasn't had a proper title reign in WWE, which seems to be the thing when it comes to black wrestlers. They don't get a proper title reign. Other than Bobby Lashley. But I will say Bobby Lashley did get a good reign, but Naomi, anytime that she held the title, I don't think she's properly held it significantly. I don't know. But let's move on. Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. I don't know what this skit was. This definitely, if I had a star rating, a black star rating for Black Side of the News, please like, share, subscribe. This would definitely get a 1, maybe less than that. I don't know. Then they had a match with the Viking Raiders when Madcap won with a move called the Punchline, like the Rude Awakening kind of move. I don't know what this was. I didn't like none of this. So let's move on. Sheamus declares himself for the Royal Rumble. I thought you had to qualify for the Royal Rumble. I don't remember all this. I'm just going to get on TV and say, hey, I qualify. Maybe the black side of wrestling can qualify for the Royal Rumble. I've always wanted to be in a Royal Rumble match. Somebody make that happen. If you know somebody that knows somebody in WWE, can the black side of wrestling qualify for the Royal Rumble? If I just put out a video saying I qualify I'm in the Royal Rumble match. Can we make this happen? I don't know. So, lastly, I love the Usos. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love the New Day. I love them. I love them. I love them. But how many matches are these guys going to have? This just shows you the depth of tag team wrestling in WWE. They don't care about the tag team division. The fact that they can have both the New Day and the Usos have all these different matches. They had a Hell in a Cell match. What can you do more than a Hell in a Cell match? A street fights? Whatever. So, but they did win with a 3D through a table on the hand of the King Kofi, which was pretty cool. And the narrative, like I said, in the second half of the show was who is going to be Roman Reigns' opponent at Royal Rumble. He has to have an opponent. That opponent is Seth freaking Rollins. And I don't think they've really had a proper feud since the whole Shield breakup. They've had matches, they've had, title changes, but if they can build this right in the next 3 weeks, this will actually be a pretty good move for them. On the AEW, real quickly, Adam Cole beat a very game Jake Atlas. I don't know if Jake Atlas is a very good seller, but it looked like they had to call the match early due to a knee injury that Jake Atlas suffered during the match itself. Very good match. I'm very impressed with this guy. He is definitely going to be a superstar if they keep him around on the roster. Good win by Adam Cole. I think he brought out the best out of Jake Atlas. Look, hopefully he's not injured for real, and we'll see more of Jake Atlas. Like that guy. At the end of the match, Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Like I said, one of my favorite tag teams. I'm glad they're back together as Red Dragon. They come down to beat him down, but the best friends with Orange Cassidy and a chain made the save. So that feud is going to continue. Sami Zayn and Dustin Rhodes for the interim TNT title. Not even the real TNT title, the interim. For whatever reason, Cody Rhodes is out for that. I don't know if he has to film a show for the Go Big Show or if he's truly hurt or what his deal is. They didn't say. Hopefully it's not COVID. No, hopefully it's nothing bad. I hope that everything is good in Cody Rhodes' life, and we'll see him back shortly. Hook beat up Aaron Solo with the red drum. I call it the Taz mission. You can't tell me it's nothing but Taz mission. But Hook, for whatever reason, this guy is a superstar in the making. He is doing big things at AEW right now. For last I heard, he has sold more T-shirts than CM Punk at this point. I don't know what it is. Is it because he's Taz's son or what the deal is with this guy? But he is definitely getting over in a major way in AEW. We had Ruby Soho and Riho versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Riho wins with a shock roll-up on Jamie Hayter. I mean, I understand it's setting up for their Battle of the Belts match tomorrow night on TNT. But still, Riho, she's never been believable as a champ. I get it. She's in with the cool kids at AEW, but I'm not sold on Riho. I've never been sold on Riho, especially being the first AEW Women's Champion. I thought that should have went to Nyla Rose, but whatever. Let's move on. And finally, we had a pretty good street fight, 2.0 versus the former LAX, Ortiz, Santana, and Eddie Kingston. They win. Santana hit some kind of move. I forgot what it was. But they won. And they tied Eddie Kingston to the ropes with some blue duct tape. I don't know what you would use that for. But Chris Jericho with the save. And some kind of way, Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, I don't know if they're trying to get Eddie Kingston into the inner circle or if this is just, hey, Eddie, we're boys, let's act like boys. Let's team up. I don't know what the deal is. Of course, Santana and Ortiz are part of the Inner Circle. Eddie Kingston used to manage the Santana Ortiz in Impact Wrestling as LAX. I don't know where this is going. I'm intrigued to see where this goes, but that was pretty much your wrap up of tonight's wrestling on this Friday night. But I think it was a pretty good night of wrestling so far. I stayed entertained. If you can keep me awake at my age, it's a very good night. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I was just going to be real quick, just a quick wrap up, quick thoughts on everything that happened. And, well, good night, and see you on the next time on the Black Side of Wrestling, straight from the Blue Room. Good night.